how's it going today? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name's Dave, and I'm the Homeward Helper. I do ASMR and card readings. And my goal with this channel is to help people to feel better about themselves and to help people relax. And this is a safe space, and all walks of life are welcome here. So feel free to just sit back, relax, and remember to breathe. All right, my friend. I hope you enjoy this session, and I hope you find it helpful. I'm going to be doing some hand movements and some page flipping today. I've never done page flipping before, but I've been experimenting a little bit with it, and I think it can be a really relaxing trigger. I hope you've been doing well this week. I've had a couple of days off from work, so I was off yesterday, and I'm off today as well. But I'm still getting over a cold that I had. I've been a little sick, so it's kind of nice to have this time off to be able to relax and recharge my battery. But we're going to start with some relaxing hand movements. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath together, okay? So we're going to take a deep breath together, and then you're going to hold it at the top of the inhale, and then we'll exhale together, okay? Ready? Inhale. And hold. And exhale. Nice work. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Yeah, my chair. I'm sorry about my squeaky chair. Eventually I'll get a better chair. I know you can probably hear this thing creaking all the time back here. It's okay. Kind of makes me laugh a little bit, but hey, gotta start somewhere, right? Maybe I should put that in the title. ASMR with squeaky chair sounds. I'm just kidding. Just joking. But it's all good, It's still going to be a nice and relaxing session, and I'm going to do something a little new that I haven't done on the channel before. We're going to do some page flipping, my friend. We're going to do some page flipping. I have one of my favorite books here, Interview with the Vampire. Have you ever read this book? It's a wonderful book. Actually, I haven't. It's part of a series, and I haven't read the second book in the series. I think it's called The Vampire Lestat, but I haven't read that yet. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I love vampire stories, and this book, it's one of my favorites. So I hope you find this to be a relaxing trigger, my friend. I'm going to try a few different things with this book here. And yeah, just sit back, relax. Remember to breathe. Remember to stay hydrated as well, okay? I got this, about this book. I got this book at a Borders about, probably about 20 years ago. I probably bought this book in the mall about 20 years ago. Never imagined I'd be using it on my channel as an ASMR trigger, you know? It's kind of cool how life works sometimes. I'll try to do it with my left hand too. I don't have the best left hand in the world, but I'll try and see if I can go the other way. Yeah, I don't have the best left hand, but I think I can still make it work, you know? I like this from going from the top like this. I think that makes a nice sound too, you know? Really papery, kind of windy, leafy sound. But there's some page flipping for you. And let's go ahead. I hope you found that relaxing. Let's go ahead and do some more hand movements. I have another book I'm going to use. And this book is kind of, I was inspired to use this book because of what I wrote down on my blackboard today for today's video. It reminded me of a quote by one of my favorite poets, but this is something I kind of came up with because I've been going through some tough emotions myself, and like yesterday I was feeling really sad, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm in a black hole or the abyss or something, you know, I'm just sad all day long. But I'm like reminding myself, I don't gotta feel this way all the time. It's okay to be sad, but I can still set an intention to have a good night. I can still set an intention to have some fun and practice some self-care and some self-love, you know. So it's okay to be sad, but you don't have to stay sad. Let yourself get cozy, you know, which brings me to a quote I like to share by one of my favorite poets, Anne Sexton. And one thing that she wrote, she wrote it in one of her poems. She wrote, "Depression is boring. I think I would do better to make some soup and light up the cave. Depression is boring. I think I would do better to make some soup and light up the cave." Isn't that a nice quote? I always remembered that quote of hers. And we can always make some soup and light up the cave. We can always say, you know what? I'm going to do something nice for myself right now. I'm going to cheer myself up. I'm going to get cozy. I'm going to have a good night anyways. Because it's the present moment. The time is now. You know, we're all here in the now. We got one life to live, you know. I don't have to be sad all the time. Life doesn't have to feel like a dungeon, you know. It doesn't have to be that way. We can embrace what we're passionate about. That always helps to make the pain of life more bearable, you know. When we embrace what we're passionate about, we can remember to embrace a mindset of gratitude, just being grateful for all the beauty in our lives. Like, hey, look at this wonderful story that I have. I can read this anytime I want. I can read this anytime I want. You know, I'm going to read one of my favorite books tonight, or I'm going to make some soup and watch one of my favorite sci-fi shows. Or maybe you are an artist and you want to do an illustration. You know what? I feel like painting tonight. That's going to help me feel better. Do things that you feel that will help you to feel better, you know? And sometimes you can focus on something that's fun, or you can even focus on self-care, like just brushing your teeth. Literally just brushing your teeth can help you feel better, you know, or just taking a walk outside, getting some sunshine, or take a nice brisk walk under the moonlight, you know? But we don't have to stay sad. It's okay to be sad, absolutely. But we don't have to stay sad all day long, you know? It doesn't have to be that way. There's too much beauty in life. There's just too much beauty in life for us to stay sad all the time, you know? that quote of Anne Sexton's. This book of poems, I probably bought this poem. I probably bought this book maybe about 15 years ago. There's so much wonderful poetry. She was such an amazing writer. And her poems got me through a lot of hard times. If you like confessional poetry or poetry that's a little bit more emotional and on the darker side, then you'll love Anne Sexton. She's a great writer. But I hope you've been having a good week so far. Like I said, I was feeling down in the dumps. I was feeling down in the dumps yesterday for the better part of the day, which is why I wanted to write that quote down, I wanted to write that on the blackboard. I was like, I don't need to feel this way all day and all night. I'm like, yeah, I felt this way for a while today, but I want to set an intention to have a good night anyways, so that's what I did. I said, you know what, I want to do something to cheer myself up, so I did. I went ahead and I made a nice dinner for myself. I watched one of my favorite shows. I watched Charmed. I watched a few episodes of Charmed. I'm on season 8 now. And that was really fun, and I ate some Cheez-Its. I had a nice snack. A snack is also a great way to cheer yourself up, because I think when we eat food, we feel more relaxed and grounded in our body, and that can help us to just feel instantly better as well, That can help us to feel instantly better as well. Just remembering to eat some food, Maybe a lot of emotional turmoil can be solved just by correcting our diets, just by eating a little more food, perhaps. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe we could feel better emotionally if we just remembered to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and we don't skip meals, and we feed our bodies so that we have plenty of energy and we don't feel drained all the time, Because sometimes, like, I won't have lunch or something, and I'll just have like a soda or something, or an energy drink, and that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not going to help me to feel grounded and relaxed in my body. So my emotions are going to be out of balance if I'm not eating enough food, if I'm doing that. You ever see you ever remember the Snickers commercials where the Snickers candy bars, they go, "You're not yourself when you're hungry." It's like, yeah, exactly. I mean, a candy bar is not exactly the healthiest, but they're right. That slogan is right. You're not yourself when you're hungry. I like candy bars, though. Don't get me wrong. In moderation, right? I was thinking, like, speaking of which, that's something that can help to cheer us up, too. Eat chocolate, right? One thing I recently bought, I bought a pack of Payday candy bars. And they've been really nice. They've been a real treat to have as a dessert, But embrace the activities that bring you joy and happiness. And do your best to stay balanced. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take another deep breath together, okay? Ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. But I've never really done this. I've never really done this trigger of page turning. So let me know. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. And just remember to, breathe and maybe hydrate throughout this video. If you got a little water by your side, go ahead and take a couple of sips, And just let yourself relax. And, in the spirit of things, of what I've been talking about, do something fun for yourself after this video. Do something fun for yourself. Maybe read some manga. Go out to the store, buy yourself a candy bar. Watch one of your favorite movies. Or watch a movie you haven't seen before, So you know what? I'm going to, or put your shoes on and take a walk outside, Go for it. It'll make you feel better. One thing I did that helps me to feel better tonight as well is I clean my room up a little bit, It always helps to clear out a little clutter. But I hope you're having a good day or a good night, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with me in this session, and I really hope that you found it helpful. There's many more to come. But please let me know, what did you think of the page turning? I guess you could say page flipping. But I'm getting ready to call it a night over here myself, because I gotta get up early for work tomorrow. I picked up some extra hours this week, which is good. It's always good to work a little extra and get outside a little more and kind of make a little cash, But I'll be working at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so if you're working early too, you're not the only one. I'll be right there with you, my friend. I'll be working too. But let's have a great day tomorrow, whether you're working or you're off or you're just chilling. And yeah, like I said, just do something cozy for yourself tonight. Like Aunt Sexton would say, make some soup and light up the cave. Make some soup and light up the cave. That's always a quote of hers that's always stuck with me. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this session. I do collect fortune cookie slips, so I'm going to pull one for you tonight. Let's go with this one. This one's just kind of, it doesn't want to leave my hand. Okay, it's just kind of stuck on the side of the tin. Oh, very positive fortune cookie slip. An unexpected event will bring you riches. An unexpected event will bring you riches. 777, that's good fortune. Good fortune. A good message, a good positive message. All right, my friend, well, I'm going to go ahead and close the session here. We have one more. This kind of fell in the book. Let's see what this says. You will make many changes before settling down happily. You will make many changes before settling down happily. And maybe one of those things that we can work on changing is our daily mindsets, right? You know? All right. Our daily routines, maybe it's always good to help to change and to upgrade our daily routines. All right, my friends, well, I'm the Homeward Helper. I hope you found this session helpful. I hope it helped you to relax. I hope you liked the page flipping. Don't give up. I won't give up either. You know, sometimes life is very challenging, but, you know, it doesn't have to be a dungeon, you know. There's always something to be grateful for. We can always smile. We always have something to smile about, whether it's a good book or a candy bar or just ourselves and just our own selves, our own breath, our own senses, or our own attitudes, or we can just smile because of our attitudes, because we choose to. Hey, I'm going to be happy tonight. I'm going to choose to be happy tonight. We can always smile. And just remember, it's always darkest before the dawn. You know, you're going to be okay. And tomorrow is a brand new day. Tomorrow is a brand new day. All right. Please be gentle with yourself. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And I hope you have a great week. And until next time, my friend, okay? I'll see you. All right? I'll see you next time. Take care.